StencilGirl Products is pleased to introduce Inner Dream Houses stencils by Rakefet Hadar.
Hey, so I'm going to show you in this video how I'm going to use my new stencil with StencilGirl. I call it the high-end houses stencil because for me it represents kind of a portal for inner houses, and the house is a really big deal for me. It's one of my main symbols, and I'm so thrilled about this stencil and how StencilGirl managed to made my sketches into a beautiful stencil. So what I'm going to show you now is how to use it with Distress Oxide. And what I love about this stencil is that you can use it anywhere you want. You can just turn it around, and in every side of it there is it makes sense, and you can use it only half of it like that, or only the eye, or maybe you can just use cluster of houses. But what I'm going to show you is a really nice technique, and I'm going to take this Distress Oxide. I'm holding my stencil and I'm just starting to put colors. And I'm adding the colors as I go. I'm very intuitive about it, and I might make the warm color on the top. And now I'm going to move to the more cold colors on the bottom. Now I'm going to lift it. Wow, I love it so much. It's so beautiful. And I'm going to let it dry for at least 10 minutes before I continue. And then the second stage is I'm taking the stencil with the color on this side, on the top. And with this, I'm kind of, I have to hold it. But with the second hand, I'm kind of putting all the leftovers of the colors into the stencil. And I can also, you see it immediately, it's coming. And I love this dress so much. It's so versatile, so you can use, every time you use it you get a few prints. And this is the second print, which is more browny because all the colors are kind of mixed. So we let this dry as well, and then we continue. And now after 10 minutes the distress is already dry, and almost dry actually, and I'm going to take a wet brush and kind of play with the color. So you see it is still bleeding, but not too much. to add, actually add images to it. I'm going to take images that I prepared specially, and I'm going to glue them. I actually want to add a little bit of background color, and I think blue is exactly what I need here, and I'm going to use a very light kind of blue. So I continue a little bit off camera, so I didn't notice that I stopped filming, but you can see how I started to add colors and images, and just part of the stencil left out, and I love it that it's like that. I don't think you necessarily need to use all the stencil. And before we say our goodbyes, I just wanted to show you a few more examples of art that I did since I got my stencils. I'm so excited about them. I can't stop using them. This is the second stencil from the set, the tree sideways that you can use. It's the tree is in the middle, but you can actually use it like that and create like two sceneries, like that and like that, or you can just use it as it is. And in this work I combined the two stencils to create a story. That is what I love to create, stories, visual stories. This is what we just started. In this one I actually took the stencil and divided it into two parts. So you see how versatile it is. In this one I used botanic printing, and I doodle in the background. This is the same stencil that we worked on, but I colored it with Tombow markers. This is the same one on top of watercolor background. And here also I combined the two stencils, the eye and the two sides of the tree. And this one again, I created another story with one side is the half of the tree and then the eye and the houses. So there are so many possibilities. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will try to make more videos in the future. See you.